This is Windsor Castle, set in rolling countryside west of London, a royal seat for more than 800 years. The site was chosen by William the Conqueror, and the royal family still use it as a regular residence. The castle is one of Britain's most recognisable landmarks. But 5 years ago, disaster struck. Fire swept through the castle, destroying 9 of the finest state apartments and more than 100 other rooms. Since then, an army of skilled workers have undertaken the massive task of restoration. It cost a total of £36.5 million and is the biggest such project ever undertaken in Britain. Some 2,000 specialist contractors were involved, together with another 4,000 skilled workers. The task took some 5 years, half the expected time, and cost £5 million less than budgeted for. Now the building has at last been reopened to the public.
There was something horribly symbolic about the burning of Windsor Castle in that very, very difficult year for the Queen and the royal family. And somehow Windsor Castle, of all the places, seemed to be safe. It just seemed impossible that such a terrible thing had happened. But now, 5 years on, which is such a very, very short period in the history of this castle, which goes back to our earliest days, we have it restored, recreated, and occasionally things have been reinstated, and occasionally they've been redesigned. And I think it's magnificently successful. I think it's terribly exciting. And I think once the shock was over, I suppose the opportunities to sort of tidy up the difficult areas and to make them more interesting must have been a very exciting challenge.
This was where the fire started, in the private chapel, probably as a result of a spotlight igniting one of the curtains. It's now commemorated with a plaque. The vault over the octagonal lantern lobby shows how improvements have been made on the original. The lantern glass is special, creating a pearly light. The crimson drawing room was completely gutted, but by sheer luck, the contents of this room and many others had been removed before the fire to allow rewiring. There were very few major losses. Room after room has been restored to almost pristine condition as the castle has risen like a phoenix from the ashes to become again one of Britain's most important and most visited buildings.